All right, welcome back, everybody. Day number 30. Day number 30 of this new construction duplex that we're doing in Willis. So check this out. We are now, the city of Willis actually came out and was looking for the sewer lines, which is kind of a tough thing because most big cities or bigger cities, they have a map where they have like figured out these are where all the sewer lines go. It's in the front of the properties, the back of the property. So they have like an entire thing that you can look up. You can see where the sewer lift stations are. You can see where the clean water is at. You can see where the fire hydrants are. It's a map that the city has for infrastructure. But because we're a small city and we're growing, they don't have that. And so they don't know what side of the street the sewer tap is on, unfortunately. And which kind of sucks because they spent the whole day and they got these four guys out there looking for it. That's really tough. So I don't know if you can see here. There's a little small hole that they did. They used this tool right here to try to dig in deeper and see if they could find it and maybe hit the sewer line, but they were not able to find that sucker. So now, basically, what's happening is that they are going to have to um, go in from the other side of the street. So I marked it here in brown for them. You really can't see it, but I did mark it there for in brown for them so that they understand where the sewer line needs to be. Remember, we have driveways on either side here. We have a driveway here. We have a driveway right there. Of course, we're going to get this pole removed, but we want the sewer line and the clean water lines to be here in the very front, right in the grass area. So that's what we communicated with them. Now, the other thing they're going to have to do now, and this is what they're going to be basing the cost of the permits, is what they told me is like, look, man, we have to base the cost of the permits on the fact that we now have to do directional boring. I don't really care for that stuff. I don't really know anything about it. So basically, what that means is that they're going to have to go from across the street and go underneath and then come over to our property and then, tie in for the sewer taps. I'm sure it's going to be expensive, but it's not the end of the world. I would rather them do that and be responsible for that than just add another thing for me to have to do. Okay, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. And I think Curtis was the one that was asking. They were saying, "No, you figured it out, you do it." But I can see why. So now the city of Willis was hesitant in charging me or giving me a price because they didn't know the where the sewer line was at. Okay, so I'm going to cycle through quite a few pictures here real quick. I don't want to make this video too long, but we are now at day number 30 of this project, and we are looking good. I'm trying my best to stay ahead and get more stuff done as we go since we have good weather. We have rain coming, and the rain usually slows us down, especially in this period of the construction project, okay? From the time that you do the slab to the time you get the frame up and you get the roof and everything's covered up and you get the windows, you get the doors, you get all this stuff done. Up until that time, I'm telling you, you want to like just kind of just go through that really really quickly because if you don't, what happens is the inside is going to get wet. But once you have a roof, you have windows, you can at least secure your stuff. You can lock it up, you can store stuff inside. The guys can work inside even though it might be raining. But this is a race right now just to get this thing what's called dried in. That means that water cannot get inside the property if you close everything up. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to scroll through real quick. We decided to stay with these 6-foot windows, which I think are going to be, they actually look nice. Sorry for the, whenever you do the P symbol, it like sends balloons for some weird reason. Yeah, see? That's a loom thing there. But anyway, so we're doing the windows. I don't have time to edit that stuff out, guys, so it's going to stay. So anyways, we're getting the siding done. So I'm going to point something out here. In my urgency, and I take full responsibility for this, in my urgency to try to get as much stuff done as possible because we have good weather right now. Saturday, we know we're going to have some rain coming, and it's just going to, people are going to be like, yeah, I don't know, we can't really work. Um, I was trying to get the plumber in. So the plumber has an inspection tomorrow. So he was there today. So now think about this. The guys that are doing the siding, they got their air guns, right? They go toom, toom, toom. They're shooting nails into the walls to, make sure that siding gets fixed. And so what happens is this. Let me show you real quick. This is what happens. They shoot nails into the water lines that have water in them right now. And so the water starts squirting out. The plumber's like, hey, man, what the heck's going on, dude? What are you guys doing? Now, again, normally, procedurally, what you want to do is you want to finish all the siding first and then do the plumbing. So that way, that doesn't become an issue. But I was in my urgency to try to get this done, whatever. But the guy was really cool about it. It's not a big deal. We had to replace a few pipes, maybe a couple of few times or whatever, but whatever. It's done, and it's not a big deal. But next time, I think I'm just gonna have to wait until the siding is all fully completely done before I send in the plumber. Okay, so as you can see here, the siding guys are not quite finished yet, and they're going on doing their stuff. One other thing that we've already done, and we've coordinated this with the guys doing the elongation. So the cables you see there, those need to be stressed one more time. So we did a partial stress. Now we have to do 100% stress now that the slab is cured past 7 days. Now we send the engineer for a third inspection, the structural engineer. He goes and measures how tight those cables are, and they have little measurements and stuff like that. They give us a report, and then they stamp it and say, okay, the foundation was built according to our specifications before it was poured. We designed it with the soils testing, and now the cables are tensioned to the point that the variance that we think it should be. So that needs to get done, and we'll get a letter for that. Here are the guys, man. They had 4 guys out there digging, trying to find these things. All right, so this is the doors that we got from Home Depot. Home Depot brand type stuff. These are $3.99 doors. We go with the quarter panel glass, which I really really like. I think those are great. They look fantastic. You can go with the half, but remember, the more glass you have on there, the more expensive it's going to be. Or you can get something really nice, which is a full glass window. The front doors are standard 36 inches. Okay, that's a standard size door. Don't measure the hole where it's going to go, because that you're gonna think that you need to get a specialty door. You don't. These front doors are always going to be 36 inches. You want them to be 36 inches unless you're doing something super custom and you want like a 4-foot door or something crazy like that. I don't know. But for the purposes of what we're doing, these are standard height, 6'8" and 3 foot wide. We get one of each, one that opens to the left and then one that opens to the right. And I'll tell you why that comes in. That's important later. Here, I'm just taking pictures of the plumbing stuff, some more of the plumbing stuff. Guys, I'm telling you, when you're dealing with this stuff, pull out your phone and take pictures, take video, because these people act differently when they know that you're there taking pictures and doing this stuff. Some of the guys I know personally because I've known them for a long time, but some of them are just like helper guys, that these guys like, hey man, I need a helper that knows plumbing, and they'll bring them out there. Again, the master license guy is the guy who's directing the whole traffic. He's the one who ensures that everything's up to code. You see these little metal pieces here, those metal pieces there. He's the one who ensuring that all these things are up to code the way they're supposed to be so that we can pass the inspection. But the people that might be nailing that in might be just a helper guy that gets paid, $125, $150 a day or something like that. Okay, the guys who, crawl in the attic doing all this stuff. Okay, one more thing that the plumber does, he will actually get these 2x6s and he's going to build himself a little platform for the water heater. Does it every time. It's not a big deal. We have to have an overflow valve that comes out. These things in the attic need to be wrapped. Plumbers know all that stuff. We're just double checking, taking pictures because they know we're going to be standing inspection tomorrow. So check this out. Everything is looking fantastic. The back siding of the room, of the property. Again, this is where we had the little water issue. The other next potential time that water is going to be penetrated, or the pipe's going to be penetrated by nails, is going to be in the sheetrock phase. Okay, so you have to, if there's water in a property, this is a big foot stomper, guys. Always ask the guys, hey, did somebody drop a water bottle here? Why is there water here? Some of these guys won't know. It's like, oh, I don't know, it's just water there. I don't. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, ask questions. There shouldn't be water just pooling inside the house. There hasn't been rain right now, at least, or there shouldn't be any reason for it. All right, these are the side doors, but I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm trying to make this video less than 10 minutes. So this door, as you can see, opens to the right. That's how I just took a picture of it. All right, here's the closed. There it is, open. I looked on the plan. The plan shows that the door should be opening to the left, not to the right. So what's going on here? They put this door on the wrong side. This door should be on the other side, should be on the right side of the property. So I had to send that to the framers. They're like, okay, it's cool, made a mistake. We're still early on in the process. It's not a big deal. We'll switch them over. Then we have the side doors. So check this out. If you were to open this door, you're going to stand in front of it. You're going to grab it with your right hand probably, and you're going to turn this door to the right. That's how it would open. Let's look here. On the plan, it shows that it should be open over to the left. So sent that over to the framer, and he's like, oh, dude, we messed up. My bad. We'll fix it. It's not a big deal. All right, guys. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to talk to you soon.